Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article. It's from Fox 5 New York. It's out of Newark, New Jersey. It was published on March 14th. Newark's mayor exploring universal basic income program. Now, this is funny because you would think that the Democrats would realize this offering, free shit, pandering towards the low income is not going to work. Because if you look, because this is clearly going to be targeted towards quote unquote minority groups, because they tend to be those ones that have higher unemployment, lower income. But if you look with what Trump has done on the note of the economy and jobs, blacks and Hispanics have seen record unemployment lows. They're now seeing, because wages are now going up, more money in their pockets. That wins more people over than saying, hey, I'll give you this money, but you got to be on the plantation, and if you want to keep this money coming in, instead of affording them the ability to improve their lives and do better, the way that these people with the universal basic income, aka the Democrats, look at it as, we throw them this money, they become dependent on us, they need that money, they need it to get through, and we can keep them voting for us. And that's not how politics should be run. That's, for all intents and purposes, it's bribery. And not only that, it's like trying to hook them on something, hook them along the lines of like a drug, because they become dependent upon that money. And they're not about to try, go against that if they are dependent upon it. Anyway, getting a paycheck for doing nothing could be in the future for residents of New Jersey's largest city. Yeah, because people sitting on their asses getting money, is a great incentive for them to, go out and try to better themselves and improve their lives and their earning capabilities. Newark Mayor Ras Baraka says the city is going to study a pilot program to provide a universal basic income, or basically guaranteeing income for all residents whether they have a job. Yeah, because that'll go over really well. The only way that they could do something like that is by raising taxes dramatically within the city limits. Which, there are some cities, like I've been to Louisiana. And one of the things down there, and it's kind of like the idea of around Washington, D.C. and Virginia and Maryland, but you have different tax rates for different areas. And you can literally have, like for sales tax, for example, you can have a city have sales tax, a parish have sales tax, and the states get sales tax. So now you're paying sales tax 3 times. That's something that they're going to probably have to do here in Newark in order to try to do this. And what it's going to do is it's going to drive people to go outside of Newark to go shopping if they were to go that route. So it's going to screw them on that note. And they're going to have probably employment demand go down for, say, retail, for example, on that note, because people are going to be like, why the hell am I going to pay, say a city sales tax when I go outside Newark and save myself a few bucks, especially on bigger ticket items. And they don't understand that this is the only way that they're going to bring that about. You can't, that and cutting services. Because if they want to keep service levels where they are, current taxes cover that. They're not going to be able to do the universal basic income. I just don't get this shit. Make it so that people have the ability to earn more money, and then they don't have to worry about this. Oh, wait, that's the Democrat plan. They don't want people to do that, so they're going to try to get them dependent. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot that. He made the statement during his annual State of the City address Tuesday night at New Jersey's Performing Arts Center. New Jersey and a performing arts center. That's an oxymoron, like military intelligence. The bridge and tunnel crowd has culture. Yeah, okay. The city has launched a task force to see if the program is feasible with help from the Economic Security Project and the Jane Institute. I can tell you right now, and you'd save yourself a bunch of money on having them look into it. It's not feasible. Jojo the idiot circus boy could look at you and the situation and what you're planning on doing and tell you the same exact thing, and he would be right. We believe in universal basic income, especially in a time where studies have shown that families that have a crisis of just $400 a month may experience a setback that may be difficult, even impossible to recover from, Baraka said. Yeah, just $400 a month. So, that can screw over someone. I will admit, if you're living from paycheck to paycheck, a $400 expense can royally screw you. The thing is why not, instead of looking at universal basic income, why not look at the fact of trying to bring more jobs, better paying jobs, to your city? I mean, if you did that, then you wouldn't have to worry about people with a $400 a month, situation coming up and screwing them. A $400 in a month, I should say, situation where, they've got an additional expense, an auto repair for the car they need to get to their job, or they've had, just medical expense, or a family pet had a medical issue, whatever. Just they have something that can royally screw them because it's $400 or more. But if you went and looked at bringing better employment into your community, you wouldn't have to even consider this. Oh, but you want people on the plantation. You want people to be dependent upon that money. You want people to be voting for your particular party because of that money. That's the only reason why I could see you doing something like this. He noted that a third of the city still lives in poverty. He didn't release any more details on the plan, like how it would be funded or when a fiscal decision would be made. Yeah, because just like Ocasio-Cortez's Green New Deal, this is a fucking pipe dream. This is to make people feel good. This is for him to try to milk a situation and get potential voters in the future. And this idea of a third of the city still lives in poverty. Well, again, there are ways to try to alleviate that. Like, bring employers into your community. There has not been a successful long-term universal basic income program. A small basic income program that was tested in Finland was ended after 1 year. Yes, Finland. They're not known, they're known for certain socialistic tendencies. And they even said this shit won't work. That should tell you something. But you see these Democrats, we're going to make it work because what we'll do is we'll just raise taxes. We'll put the city more in debt, or we'll put the country more in debt, depending on the scale. We'll just do that, and we'll just kick the can down the road. Baraka was reelected last year to a second term as mayor of the city of 280,000 residents. And it looks like he's planning on securing another election by getting these people dependent on their handout, their bribe. And it looks like, because I'm assuming this guy's a Democrat, because no Republican would push for universal basic income. But I have a feeling that he is thinking this will help the Democrats win in 2020 by putting shit out like this out there. It's truly funny. It truly is. Because he's literally trying to bribe the voter base with this. Oh, God. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.